Let me ask you about your illness. You've been very clear and open about the fact that this is something you will talk about.
Yeah.
Um, what happened when you got the diagnosis? How did you get the diagnosis? How did you deal with it first? Just you personally.
Disbelief. It just didn't feel like this. They must have mixed the reports.
Hmm.
The first thing that we all want to, the denial of
Yeah.
the 100% the reports are mixed. These can't be my reports. But it was like the doctor saying no. So I was in for a procedure, which was supposed to be a normal procedure, like, just figure out kind of a thing, a gynecological procedure. And I come out of anesthesia and my gynecologist is like white.
Hmm.
And he's like, I'm sending it, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't know. It was like, and they always kept saying, how can you have it?
Okay.
So it was like a strange thing. I think I'm jumping the story a bit, but I've spoken about it so much, I'm sure people will connect with it somewhere.
Because you started off because you felt some pain and then you decided to check it out. Yeah.
I was going through, so also again here now I don't want to go into the details of what and if and how, because I think everybody tries their best. But I was complaining of certain issues, and they could have been looked into in more detail and should have been pushed by the professionals as well as by me. I should have paid more attention to it, which I did. My body was giving me strong signals, and I just, again, in the same way, it was like, this can't happen to me. It happens to somebody. It doesn't happen to me. I'm a healthy person. I lead a healthy life. So it was just disbelief. I said, it can't be happening to me. And then we go to the next stage of testing and all of that. And it keeps feeling, okay, chalo, maybe it's happening that much only. Then it became, what we realized was that it is spread everywhere. And they were like, every time the doctors would come out after every test, they were going from gray to white. And I mean, they're trying not to tell you, but I'm like, doctor, I can see it on your face. You don't have to tell me anything. So what is it? And at one point when I realized what it was, okay, we'll try what are the various treatments. But I actually felt, okay, that this is it.
Mm.
My husband refused to, I'm sorry, but my husband refused to give up on this. And he was like, no, we are going. And I'm like, what the hell? Leave my life. My child is young and go away. We will do it. But he was very, very clear about it. He said, I will not live with regrets and I will not let this happen. We have a regret. This should have been looked into earlier. We didn't do it. I will not have one more regret after this. We will go there, whatever it takes. And literally from the time I was diagnosed, in 4 days' time, I was on a flight I went to Sloan and started the treatment. And after I started the treatment, then I put it out because I was working on a show at that time. And I knew that my absence will be noticed because it was a weekly thing. And so then I put it out on my social media account that this is what has happened. And so I'm going to take some time out and this was it. And I thought, this is it. Band ho gaya. We will go on with, the treatment and whatever it takes. The next day, obviously, because I have put it out and in New York gone to bed, and then I wake
up in the morning.
And that has been the whole day in India has happened, and everything has gone mental and viral and whatever it is that you call. And basically in the next few days over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the various media was, what me and my team, we realized was that we were getting response from all across the strata of society, people sharing stories of what was happening to them. It was from villages, towns, cities, abroad, anybody, all ages, talking about aunts, uncles, friends, sisters, children. There was all the age groups, every strata of society, from rich to not so rich, everything, out there, they were all reaching out. See, that's the democratization of information by social media. And for me, the first reaction was, if it was so common, why have I not heard of it? And I read, I'm exposed to things now. I consider myself knowledgeable. Obviously, I don't have any knowledge of this. Why is this? Why did I not know it? And then as we talk about it, you realize closer to home also people saying that, where they talk about this disease and then they say, oh, it was some other, they give it another name and not well or go into hiding. what I understood basically was that this was a conversation that was not really said like it was taboo, but nobody spoke about it. It was hidden. And I said, but why is it being hidden? And because it went out, I got so much of support from everybody. I said, but why are we not talking about it? And then that means you're ashamed of it. But why should I be ashamed of this? I've done nothing that is wrong. Why should I be ashamed of it? And that's where it came from, that I will talk about it. I didn't want it to be gory and all of that. But yeah, I put out my